gon' get it. Never forget. I can't never forget. Love. Residue, clean them pots out. Never seen pure, this what rappers talk about. Eyes are the windows to the soul, look at my house. Brains of the operation, duct tape in my mouth. Crime route, yeah, I took it. I grew up a ball player. Feed my fuel to the air like a carburetor. Half my homies went to the league, I went to county jail. Twin towers in a spur, but I'm out on bail. I don't tell, do the time for me and my crime me. Need all the flash in my face like an ID, Rodney. I'm a junior and a shooter, bring the thunder. Okay, see you do it sooner. Man, I grew up in apartments where my granny was the landlord. And the windows had bars like a metaphor. Basketball, I learned in the alley, we played half court. No net, just a rim and a backboard. From the apartments to the projects, living in the apartment. Every day was just like a contest. Same difference in every home. Living in them apartments. All my niggas out in apartments.
KBLA Talk 1580. And our next guest is an MMA Pro Fighter. He actually recently opened his own facility. He is killing it in the ring and in the community. And it's my first time talking with him. Devon Dangerous Brock, welcome.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So, wow. I guess we'll start where you started us with your walk-on music, which is your community, right? You're born and raised in LA.
Yep. Born and raised in LA, South Central, baby.
Yeah, and your phone's kind of breaking up, but we're going to see if we can fix that. I want to start there because, you know, from what I understand, Devon Brock's story is a uniquely LA community story. And we're going to work on fixing that situation with the with the audio there. But I think one of the things I strive to do on this show and any other show I do, and by the way, I'll be filling in for Areva Martin today, 4 to 6, same place, same channel, different time of day, so hopefully I'll see you there. But I strive to really let folks know about the many things that are going on in the community that will never be on CNN, MSNBC, because they're good things. They don't include the typical stereotypes and indictments of our people. But so, Devon, you grew up in LA, kind of, you said South Central LA, childhood, not easy, right?
No, most definitely. I grew up in LA and actually had to move up north during like my high school years. But definitely, yeah, childhood not easy, growing up in LA. And I like that you pointed out that, the bad is always kind of pointed out between us, and all of the good that I have done and just even seen, it never really makes the news like this. So thank you for having me on your platform.
Absolutely. So a lot of, I guess, you to a certain extent and your friends get caught up, right?
Yeah. A lot of my childhood friends aren't here anymore. A lot of them didn't even make it to the age of 30. But that's something that's like unfortunately become common in LA, and something that I'm opening up this gym, trying to give people, our youth, a different outlet to come release their frustrations, come release their angers, and actually be taught discipline and some type of structure.
Yeah, I want to really focus on that, but I just want to give people a sense of where you're coming from and what it took to get to where you are right now. Because I think we hear MMA fighter and, we see your pictures, your Instagrams, like, oh, it was easy. you get up, you get muscles, and you you start, and you start getting famous. But this is a whole journey, so I'm just really looking to give folks a sense of that. Um, you've lost a bunch of your friends recently, right?
Yes, most definitely recently. It's yeah, it is by far. It is not and was not easy by far. Even just on making it to the gym. You know, there's been times where there's been problems even just making it to the gym due to the things that were going on right outside my door.
You mean physically
But
making it to the gym, as in
yeah,
getting from
physically
point A to
making it.
point B, not some psychological journey or anything like that. You're talking about actually being able to go there.
Yeah, physically walk outside that door and make it there. Like whether it's due to you know something a shooting happening early morning. I've had one of my friends killed at his front door at 7 in the morning.
Mm,
You know,
it's terrible.
and
Sorry.
yes, sitting in his car. But on his way, to go to court and everything, he was killed sitting in his car. Then just so many other stories, so many.
So most of your friends, your close friends that are dying, being killed, it's gun violence mostly, community violence.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can name one that wasn't.
Mm. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And how did I mean, I guess we could ask this to anybody, but how do you get from that to I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start training. I'm gonna because a lot of times, I don't know, like my sister was killed by gun violence, and I was so mad at God for a long
My
time, and
condolences.
I thank you, and I just that's I mean, it's not at the level of what you're talking about with friend after friend after friend, but you can go into rage, you can go into being paralyzed and just feeling like you don't want to do anything. Or just like I was mad at God, like why would you let that happen? So how do you come out of this kind of a circumstance where your friends are being murdered on the regular and you're under a lot of pressure in the community, to saying I'm gonna become a fighter. I'm gonna become because to be a boxer, a fighter, a martial artist, that takes an incredible amount of work and focus.
No, most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. You hit it on the button with saying, being mad at God at the end of the day. Something that unfortunately I was in the same position so many times over and over again, just kind of, questioning him. And then at the end of the day, I just I knew I had to get closer to God. My
Mm.
brother, my brother being my older brother is the one who introduced me to this, and he's never really steered me wrong. You know what I'm saying? He was always there to give me advice and everything, and he's helped me out throughout this journey. And him getting caught up in the system at different times and everything, it just telling me like, man, this ain't the way you want to go with certain things, and just helping me stay focused on the goal at the end of the day. Just like, man, you got a talent, just always telling me I got a talent and I can push forward in this, and I can help get us all out this situation, and not just myself. And for a long time, I didn't understand how I could do that. I'm like, dang, like, okay, even if I do make it out myself, uh, what about my friends? What about my childhood friends? What I'm gonna do? They got kids, I got kids. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna help this whole community? What I'm saying, survive. For a very long time until I found God. I had to. I was very angry. I was very angry and emotional about the situations and everything. And my mother, my girlfriend, and everything. They've been my backbones throughout this whole journey. And and yeah, they just helped me stay focused. Stay focused on the goal at the end of the day. Because there was a countless amount of times where I was angry and you know wanted to kind of keep the cycle going of the young black man in LA.
Right. Right. I mean, what you're supposed to do, according to some folks, which is respond, retaliate, escalate. Um, but you say your brother kind of shared where this could go and also introduced you to MMA. Explain for people who aren't familiar what MMA is.
Yeah, MMA is mixed martial arts. It's a combination of all the arts: boxing, kickboxing, judo, sambo, jiu-jitsu, all of it being combined into one. Like, you're able to use anything that you're good at. If you're a person that just likes to wrestle, you can do it. It just gives you the opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to use any art that I know to go and beat this person in front of me.
And what would you say you specialize in as far as it could be boxing, it could be jiu-jitsu, kung fu, all these things are included, right? So what would you say is your specialty?
Definitely boxing, and kickboxing. At the end of the day, that's me. I like to strike. I like to, I like to cause damage. I like to be very violent, at the time, when it's appropriate.
Channeling your violence into appropriate venues. So, but do you study the other things? Do you study like jiu-jitsu and other things, or you just stick with what your lane is?
Oh, no, most definitely. I had to learn. Like, okay, if you want to be one of the best at this, you got to learn how to beat people at their own game.
Right, how someone might be coming at you, right?
Exactly. So not only studying, my strengths, I have to study my weaknesses at the end of the day. If not sometime, more, putting more time into my weaknesses as far as the things that I don't know and the things that I'm not very good at. That's what makes the game so interesting.
Talking with Devon Brock. He's an MMA fighter and a community activist. We'll touch on the community activist part when we continue on KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is an intervention. When we come forward, includes you. KBLA Talk 1580, turning pain into power.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hi, I'm Reverend Gerald, host of Urban Family Focus here on KBLA Talk 1580 on Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. In an effort to help reduce the impact of hypertension in our community, Providence is offering free hypertension assessments. The first 30 people to visit KBLA1580.com and use the link or QR code to register will receive 2 tickets to the Amazing Grace Conservatory presentation of Aladdin, a whole new world for real, at the Crenshaw Performing Arts Center, May 25th and 26th. Go to KBLA1580.com right now and be one of the first 30 to register for your hypertension screening and receive 2 tickets to Aladdin, compliments of Providence and KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
It's time for California Community College's Black Student Success Week. This week-long event, held April 22nd through the 26th, is an opportunity to focus on innovative approaches to ensuring Black and African American students succeed in their educational pursuits. Black Student Success Week 2024, building a better future together. The urgency is now. For more information, visit blackstudentsuccess.com. That's blkstudentsuccess.com.
Tips to help improve your credit score in 2024. Establishing credit is an important key to achieving financial health, but building a credit history from scratch can feel challenging since you need credit to build credit. First, what does it mean to build credit? All consumers have a score between 300 and 850. You want your score to be as high as possible as lenders look at your credit score to make loan and credit decisions. A good credit score shows you have a track record of borrowing money responsibly. Remember, it's never too late to build or rebuild your credit. This segment is sponsored by J.P. Morgan Chase & Company.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DiPrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
And we're talking with Devon Baraka, a young man from the community, South Central Los Angeles, as we say. And after seeing many, large number of his friends killed, getting caught up in the life himself, begins to get more serious. Would you say that's accurate, Devon? More serious about your training, right? Mixed martial arts, hitting the gym. I imagine. Well, what is your workout regimen like? Like how often, how long? I mean, you've now stepped into the pro arena, so this is quite a commitment.
Oh yeah, definitely. It becomes a lifestyle. So waking up, this is what it's about. Get into it, whether it's going for a run or going to go get straight to kickboxing or some type of class, whether it's jiu-jitsu or whatever the arts are and they got going on at the gym. Just stand in tune with it at the end of the day. Just making sure like you're committed to it. Every day, all day, it has to kind of be about this,
Yeah.
And because in a split second, everything can change.
No doubt. And I've always heard that boxers do worse at MMA because they don't have the kicks and the various holds and such. But obviously you don't think that because you're pursuing a career.
Yeah, so I actually, to be honest with you, I feel our community needs to pick up more on the mixed martial arts. Like, I feel like, coming from, the community, at the end of the day, we always, come from the shoulders. That's like one of our, things right there to where, and it's understood amongst friends or whatever, but protecting yourself against strangers and everything, it really has no limits. And I feel men and women in our community should actually learn these arts on how to defend themselves, like women being held down, like even men being held down. First time I was held down and I couldn't move, I was like, wow, like this don't feel good right here. Like this, anything can happen to you.
Yeah, no doubt. So you decided everyone should learn this, and you found your way forward to saving more people than yourself.
Definitely, yes, most definitely. And bringing kids into this world is that drive. It just made that drive even stronger. At the end of the day, it was like, okay, whether I'm here or not, I want to make sure that my kids are able to protect themselves.
So now you have your own spot in the community, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, so at Built to Win Fitness, we practice right now. It's a lot of boxing that we practice. I have some athletes that practice kickboxing and actually practice full MMA also. So but as we grow, we're actually growing and going to move a couple of doors down to a bigger facility to where we're going to add in more things, add in more mats and stuff for more jiu-jitsu work, bring in more teachers, bring in more instructors. Right now it's just two of us right now, myself and my best friend, Palacio, up in there working right now, getting these kids right. But we offer all around fitness, boxing, all full MMA right now. But the class, a lot of those times are personal session times. But we plan to add more to the class times once we move over to the bigger facility.
And how are the young people responding to it?
Man, they love it. They love it. They all love it. A lot of them, I had some kids walk in with weight issues, mental issues.
I'm
Some of
sure
these kids.
anger issues.
Yes, anger issues. A lot of these kids don't have fathers or father figures. And that was one thing I had to realize, of course, I'm not trying to play father to anyone else's child or anything, but I know I'm a role model at the end of the day. So the type of standard that I have to carry myself at, because they're watching, it has to be high. And they come to me, they talk to me about things that they don't get to talk about with their parents. And it was really shocking when I had, I was speaking to a parent, and then I said something that the kid didn't tell the parent. And they were like, wow, he never talks to me, he never lets that out. Even when he leaves here, the gym's all he could talk about and things. And I was actually very proud of that. Being
Yes,
able
you
to
should
be,
yeah.
Yeah. So
How do you
I'm
get
glad
kids
that
in? They all know you fight and it's kind of the word around the community, or are you going and finding kids that look like they need to be doing something else? How do you recruit?
So the funny thing is, it's all been word of mouth right now. We got almost about 30 students in one class.
So you've
And
got more than you can handle without a single billboard?
without a single billboard. I have flyers, and I haven't really even passed them out yet. I haven't went to any schools. I
Wow.
haven't did anything.
It's the hood grapevine, people telling each other, "Hey, this is going on," which is still powerful. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to get you in here one morning and talk further. But what can folks do to support the work that you're doing? I think you stated at toward the beginning of this conversation that one of the things you were really praying on is how do I help other people besides just myself? I can pull myself out of the situation that I'm in, in these streets, and get myself into a ring in MMA, but how do I bring others with me? What can we do to assist you in that lift?
Definitely. Well, people could check out our Instagram pages, our social media pages. Come on down to the gym. Come meet us. Come get a vibe. And our Instagram page is at Built to Win Fitness, and that's Built to Win is all one word with two N's. So it's BUILT, the number 2, WINN_fitness. Yeah, that's our Instagram page there. The phone number is 310-999-1147. Again, my name is Devon. The other coach there is Cachet Palacio, KP. Come check us out. And at the end of the day, if this isn't your journey, just find God.
But even if it's not your journey, you can help somebody else, find their journey. I mean, I think it was last week we had a powerful conversation between two activists, one, a millennial, and the other one, Generation X. And just to see, young men, especially black men, but young men in general, supporting each other and finding ways to reach the generation below. I think it's really, really important. We don't hear enough about it, even within our community. Forget CNN and MSNBC. Even at the barber shop or the hair salon, we don't hear enough about this. So I just, I think I commend you for the work that you're doing. And I guess what I'm asking is what do you want people to know about this, and how do we help you help these kids?
Just keeping the word out. putting the word out, just as you said, like, you know, whether you're at the barbershop or anything, hair salon, just put it out there. Keep the word traveling, you know, just because even if it's not to help you, it may be able to help someone else in need. You know, you may be able to see anger issues in a child, fatherless, motherless, or whatever. Just, you know, and we're family up here. So
Where are
come
you
on
guys?
down and
Where are
check
you
us
guys
out.
located at?
We're on Crenshaw and Rosecrans in that plaza behind the Louisiana's Chicken and Pizza Hut. Our address is 14125 Crenshaw Boulevard.
All right. Well, we got 60 seconds here. Devon Brock, it's really nice to meet you. What do you want to leave us with this morning?
Oh, man, thank you, guys. Listen, today, stay focused on whatever your goals are. Whether you say you can or you can't, you're correct. Remove can't from your vocabulary and you'll become unstoppable.
And of course, we can track your fights. Are your fights going to be? I think your last one was in September, right? Are they going to be up on your IG as well?
Yes, ma'am. They'll be on the IG or a local TV station near you.
We can track your career. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for all the work you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Devon Dangerous Brock. I'm Dominique DiPrima. Time for news, traffic, and sports. Then more conversation on KBLA Talk 1580.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
I'm Mike Moore. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Tensions remain high as protesters on a growing number of college campuses continue to call attention to the crisis in the Middle East. Demonstrators at Columbia University say they want the Ivy League school to divest from companies they say profit from Israel's violations of international law and Palestinian rights. A lawsuit filed against Nassau County, New York, claims racial bias in its district maps. The civil rights suit alleges manipulation in the map-making process to water down the influence of the county's Black, Asian, and Latino voters. The white population makes up just 56% of the roughly 1.4 million residents of Nassau County. Still, the county's governing body is nearly 80% white. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Moore from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do. So great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to now.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The Lakers were outstanding in so many areas Monday night in Denver. One thing they didn't do well was protect a 20-point lead in the second half. The breakdown led to Jamal Murray's game-winning shot at the buzzer to give Denver a heartbreaking 2-point win over the Lakers. Denver leads the best-of-7 first-round series 2-0. The Lakers have now lost 10 straight games to the Nuggets. What makes Murray's fall-away shot even more frustrating for the Lakers is that he hit it over Anthony Davis, the Lakers' best defender. AD was in perfect position to contest Murray's shot. The Nuggets' dramatic win spoiled a brilliant night for D'Angelo Russell. Russell dropped a career-high 7 3-pointers to silence all the haters. AD was also brilliant with 32 points and 11 rebounds. LeBron had 26 points and 12 assists. Game 3 is Thursday night at Crypto.com. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hello, this is Dr. Rosa Milligan calling authors and business owners to register now for Black Writers on Tour plus Business and Tech Expo Saturday, April 27th, 10 to 3 p.m. at the Carson Community Center.
Authors, aspiring writers, learn how to write, publish, and sell your book. Business owners, let people know where you're at. Call 323-750-3592. It's a free event. You heard right, free. And there's something for everybody. Go to blackwritersontour.com and register today. 323-750-3592.
Literacy and technology is everybody's business. Black Writers on Tour, Saturday, April 27th, 10 to 3 p.m. Admission and parking is free. See you there, 323-750-3592. BlackWritersOnTour.com. Don't you miss it.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Roll Charmin ultra strong when you drop in the beat. It cleans with way less effort on your seat. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Yeah, roll it, drop it. Okay. Charmin flows extra strong from the road. Your butt hella clean while you're sitting on the bowl. Yeah, it's all you need for that bathroom groove. Get you in and out without nothing to prove.
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad
Paid
Council.
for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1893 $10 gold Liberty coins has been found. These gorgeous 1893p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 200 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed an 1893 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1893 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 131 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-473-3993. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus of $50 value free with every order. Call 1-800-473-3993 now to secure your 1893p $10 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-473-3993.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where everybody is somebody and nobody is a stranger. You belong here.
And you're welcome into the conversation at this point. I'm opening up the phone lines, 800-920-1580, 800-920-1580. But on the phone right now, Mama Boo and Nikisha Scott. She is the founder of Live Your Life, which is a community organization. You've heard her on the show with the young women she mentors a couple times before, and of course hope to have them back again. Good morning, Mama Boo.
Good morning, Dominique. How are you?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
I'm doing very good.
I know that.
Just wanted to call in.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, you had connected us with Devon Brock, and just as a success story out of the community. So I'm assuming you called in to comment on what he was saying.
Absolutely. Just wanted to comment and, support him verbally over his interview, because I'm so, impressed as well as proud of Devon, because I've been knowing Devon since he was a teenager, maybe under teenager years, and to see the growth and the transformation despite everything that has been going on a home base, as far as in the community, just to see him stay focused, stay ambitious, and keep going to where he's at right now. I'm so proud of him on so many levels, because it would have been easy. Just the easy part is not to stay focused and give in to the circumstances. That's the
right.
easy part. And when we don't do that, that shows strength and resilience. And I'm just so proud of him. So that's why I did connect you with him, because I think everybody needs to hear what's going on over here in Anthony's Park area from a positive perspective, with the people that's actually reaching back to the youth to help them not go through some of the things that we went through. So I'm so stoked for him.
Yeah. And you guys both have in common the fact that you're also dealing with the younger kids, and finding a way to connect with them, because we can be disconnected with them so easily. They can say, oh, that person is boring, or they don't understand what I'm going through. But both you and Devon have found things that draw the young people in and keep bringing them back to you.
Yeah, I believe that if it's in your spirit, then the kids feel it. You know, you have different people that do different things, and the kids kind of, like you say, don't connect with them. And then you have the people that's humble with what they're doing, and they eat, sleep, and breathe what they're doing, and the kids can sense that. That's what I really believe.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you introduced us to Devin. Hopefully, we'll have him back when, we can have him in studio because um, I think it's important for folks to know that these things are going on. Many times when I have conversations with elders or even people my own age, there's this feeling like the millennials and the Generation Z and Alpha are, not they're not salvageable. And I just think that's really the opposite of what we need. We always say focus on what you want, not
Yeah.
what you don't want. We want to build, not destroy. But if you're not out, if you're not out at um, Built to Win Fitness, if you're not out at Living Your Life organization, and the only young people you see are the ones that are unhoused or sitting in front of a liquor store or whatever, that will color your entire perception of what's going on.
It
And
will.
and
Yeah.
and I'm sure that's not how you see things.
No, I believe that it's more the ones that's actually doing the work, they really don't get the recognition to bring more resources and more participants. That's what I see, because it's been a struggle just to even get my name and my organization out there for people to even understand and know what it is that I'm doing over here with the young ladies. So that's why anything that I can do to help Devin, it's one of the things that I'm going to do it, because I know that it seemed like in-house community is not with the positive, to push the positive. And that's experience that I'm going through currently still with, after all that I've done, it's still hard to get, selective people to help me that comes from the same community. So it's just really important for us to be, heard on different levels, because there's always someone that wants to help, as well as always wants someone that needs the resources or needs the help for their children or what have you, and just don't know about it because we over here closed lip, not actually, supporting each other. So that's a big thing as to why it seems that way, because you see the kids, doing what they're doing on a daily, but you don't see the ones that's put up, like in Devon's gym, that's working out, losing weight, learning how to hold their anger, and transform it to a workout. Or with the girls with me, to be able to understand that you're not in control of other people, to control your response to people. So they're not knowing that that's really what's going on, because no one is really talking about it. It's more of the negative that's being pushed versus the positive.
Yeah, well, Molly Bell says, thanks for sharing his story. Thanks for the definition of MMA. Glad he found God and love for his community, our community, warts and all. He sounds strong like you. They love it. We have a lot of
Good.
people, chiming in. MJ Scott says, Jumbo Queens, Dominique, Miss Molly Bell, Miles, an interesting guest. Edward Courtney says, our brother is doing a great service for the black community. Peace and power to you. And so people get it, and we just don't always know what's going on. I appreciate you, Mama Boo, for,
Right.
keeping that spotlight on your community and also showing that we have caring and solidarity between us. You're trying to, help this young man on his quest to help the ones under him. And at the same time, you've got your own organization going, working with the young ladies. I'm looking forward to having another conversation with another group of girls from Living Your Life, because I do think
Yes.
we need to hear the voices of younger people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because they have a lot to say. When I tell you, my girls be having me on 10 with energy, where I have a lot of moments where I don't know if I want to cry or laugh with being with them, just the honesty of them, just them actually telling me where they went wrong with a situation and wanting to know my opinion, or not knowing that they was wrong in a situation and just being open and giving me that verbal dialogue. Honestly, it be having me in a position where I don't know if I want to laugh or cry, but just to be able to articulate, my thoughts and them being open to receive it is like the biggest thing for me. And it's like, that's really what I do it for, because I didn't have anyone to talk to. Just to be there for them is like the best thing. And then on the flip side with Devon, these kids are angry. To be able to work out and, release some endorphins, it helps them. So it's like, I got to help him, just like I need help with my organization. So, Devon, I'm so proud of him. You guys do not know that this young guy could have been a super, super gangbanger, and he didn't. He went into the MMA and stayed focused. And if I'm not mistaken, it was about 5 of them that started out a couple of years ago, and he's the only one that's still standing. I lost my stepson in December. He was one of the ones that actually started with them. And, I lost him in December, and it's just like Devon is like the one-man band from the community that actually started with MMA and still doing it, went pro, now have him his own building. It's like, I'm so proud of this young man, like, seriously.
Well, I'm proud of both of you guys. He told us to look for him at Built to Win Fitness on Instagram, built and then the number 2 and then win with 2 N's. And there's a underscore in there somewhere. I just typed in Built to Win and it popped up. Figured it out. Built to Win Fitness. And I know you are at Live Yo Life. Is that right?
Yes.
With a Y-O.
33.org.
No Y-O-U-R, just L-I-V-E, Y-O-L-I-F-E.
Yes.
And folks can, donate. They can show up and support. They can, I don't know what else they can do, but I'm sure that both, Built to Win and Live Your Life. I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to live my life and be built to win. That you guys can use support, recognition, and whatever else we have to offer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a high focus on Built to Win for this morning. You know how I get, Dominique, when I'm not the one being interviewed. I'm like, no, we pushing the people that's on the mic.
Yeah, love that about you. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you soon, Mama Boo. You and the girls.
Ma'am, I have some more girls for you to come up there.
All right.
Oh, my God, I can't wait.
I'm going to text you after the show. We're going to figure it out. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, and I appreciate you, introducing us to all of the positivity, or some of it, because it can't be all of it, more to come from your community.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for your time, and I so appreciate you.
Absolutely. See, the sisterhood, it is real. We are taking your phone calls all the way up till Travis time, 800-920-1580. What is wrong with me? I'm Dominique DiPrima for KBLA Talk 1580.
More of First Things First with Dominique DiPrima when we come forward.
We ask seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone, and should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month. If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Psst. Hey, I have a secret. I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant because more than just my armpits stink.
Oh, can I use it where my bra rubs under my...
Oh, yeah.
And what about down there? You know, my...
Totally. 4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend it. So I tried it, and now I get 72 hours of freshness. From my pits to my...
Ooh, I love that it's a spray.
Me too. And it comes in sticks and creams too. Go get your Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
Imagine with me here for a minute the most beautiful panoramic setting. Maybe it's an endless ocean, waves crashing on a beach, or a crystal clear mountain lake, peaceful and quiet. Or maybe it's just little kids playing in the park down the street. Wherever your imagination takes you, now imagine right smack in the middle of this perfect picture, a piece of litter. Just one piece right there in the middle of it all. Doesn't exactly fit, does it? In fact, even though it's just one piece, now it's all you can see. That one piece ruins everything. And that's the thing about litter. It doesn't take much to ruin everything. One thing's for sure, it simply does not belong anywhere in California. So here's the good news. If we work together, we will change it. We don't have to let litter, even just one piece, ruin your perfect picture. Not anymore, not ever again. Clean California, zero litter is the goal. Brought to you by Caltrans and CleanCA.com.
Broadcasting live from Leimert Park, USA. Welcome back to your home for unapologetically progressive radio, KBLA Talk 1580.
Appreciate you, one and all, and just so thankful to have this platform when we talk about Black-owned media in the spaces where we have the freedom to say what we want to say, feature folks who might not make the so-called news, or if it does, it makes it because they're copying what we did. I've seen it so many times. I'm grateful for that. I feel like that's part of our mission, and I'm just thankful to be in the position to shine some light on folks. Let's go to Randy calling us from Watts. Jambo Ola Hotep, what's up?
That was very positive. It's so rewarding to hear that we have individuals like Devon that have opportunities to navigate these young people and help them maybe direct that anger into something positive. And we're lucky to have you, Dominique, and Tavis, because with this microphone that we have, when you do things like that and it comes to our community the way you did, we can maybe bring things around in a different direction.
I mean, and someone like Devon or Mama Boo, they're creating their own opportunity, right? No one's helping them. No one's, well, hopefully community people are helping them, but no government, no, program is helping them. They're creating that opportunity, that connection with young people, and that positivity out of just the brilliance of their own minds.
Yeah, maybe the government is doing that intentionally, and maybe we'll wake up and realize that. Maybe we'll wake up and realize that and start directing some of that money that we spend wastefully into a direction such as that to change what I see that I've seen in the 74 years that I've been here. But I'm not gonna take any more of your time. You're doing double duty this week. Get some sleep. Okay.
No sleep till next week. No, yeah, I will. Thank you, Randy.
All right.
And by double duty, he means I am filling in for attorney Ariva Martin. Did it yesterday. We'll do it again today. And our friend Dr. Nicordelai Corte will do it the next day. Then Ariva will be back on Thursday. But it's fun. If you're part of our regular First Things First crew, join me at 4 o'clock on KBLA Talk 1580. Hop in the chat. Let's talk about it. I'm not an attorney, but I'll play one on the radio today and today only. Meanwhile, we have a lot to talk about. I'm trying to see what to squeeze in before we pass this mic to Tavis Smiley. Well, it is April, and did you know that it is Confederate Heritage Month? Yeah, you don't hear a lot of PSAs and fanfare about that on KBLA, and you won't. But this is actually the 5th year in a row that the governor of Mississippi has named this month Confederate Heritage Month. And one of the reasons why I bring this up, aside from the fact that it's ridiculous and terrible, is that they're getting bolder with it. In the past, Confederate Heritage Month was only marked up on websites for groups like the Sons of Confederate Veterans, which is on Facebook, and that kind of thing. The people that, celebrate the traitors who tried to divide the United States of America. The losers of the Civil War. If you fly a Nazi flag or celebrate Nazis in Germany, you can go to jail for that. You can be fined. It is illegal. But here in the United States, we call it heritage. We take an attempted coup on the United States and call it a tourist visit. And we take, the traitorous insurgency that was the Confederacy and call it heritage. Well, now it's not just on Confederate Facebook pages. Now it is on the official Mississippi State website. And to me, that means these white supremacist terrorists, traitors, are getting bolder and bolder and bolder. Now think about what that looks like if he who shall not be named, the Orange Menace, DJT, becomes president once again. And while I understand he is not the whole problem, he is just the symbolic head of the dragon. He's a powerful, charismatic head of the dragon. Let's put that in perspective as y'all celebrate Confederate Heritage Month. I'm Dominique DiPrima for KBLA Talk 1580.
A safe place to go loud. A great place for progressive politics. KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, what are you doing up on the step stool?
About to clean these light fixtures. The whole family's coming over. And if there's even a speck of dust in the house, my abuela will find it.
Here, I got a Swiffer duster to help with that.
A Swiffer what?
A Swiffer duster. It has this cool extendable handle that reaches 6 feet to get high and low, with fluffy dusters that easily trap and lock dust.
So, no more step stool?
No more step stool.
Easily trap and lock dust from hard-to-reach places with the Swiffer duster. Love it or your money back.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/beacon first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/beacon to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The conversation continues right now with Dominique DiPrima on First Things First.
Right now. I was talking about Confederate Heritage Month, and I found out, did you know, name the state that had the most attempted coup organizers, attempted coup insurrectionists jailed. Quick. I'll give you a prize. I don't know what. I'll give you something. It's Florida. Florida has 110 of its citizens in jail at the moment, or at least charged, in the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol. Florida, of course it's Florida. Thus the phrase Florida man. You want to know who comes in number 2? No shade to our KBLA delegates in Florida. We need you there more than anywhere. Number 2, can you guess? I bet you can. It's Texas with 83. Mississippi, not even close. They only have 4. But when it comes to the insurrectionist Olympics, it's Florida for the win, and it's not even close. And then, of course, Texas, everybody else, not even close. And that's not surprising. And speaking of talking points, Republicans love to say that Democrat cities and Democrat this and Democrat that are in disarray and disrepair. And I am often making the argument, speaking of talking points, that is because many of these states, the budgets are controlled at the state level. We're talking about Tate Reeves, the governor Mississippi and how he has now declared this for the 5th year in a row, Confederate Heritage Month, April. Well, his economy is 49 out of 50. Poverty, 50th out of 50 states. Quality of life, 49th out of 50 states. And yet this governor and this state apparatus is trying to usurp the authority and the power of the majority black city, Jackson, Mississippi, with its black mayor. Yeah, he wants to declare it Confederate Heritage Month because he is still carrying on as if we were in pre-Civil War America, still fighting for the hegemony of enslavement and indentured servitude and all that goes with it. The very same red states that cry and whine about liberal California making us the terrible boogeyman, while they continue to get a free ride off of our tax dollars. More of our tax dollars go in to the federal budget than we get back. But not so Mississippi, not so the Magnolia State, not to bash on Mississippi, but definitely to bash on its governance. We will see you at 4 o'clock right back here. I hope of course you'll stay on with Tavis and all the shows in between, but in case you don't dip back in and see me, I'm going to go to Howard Zinn for my quote today. He says, "There's no flag large enough to cover the shame of killing innocent people." Highly appropriate for this moment in history. Tavis Smiley, as I said, is up next. He's got a full line up for you. Tap in with me on social media between now and then. I'm at DiPrima Radio, or find me at KBLA 1580. Wherever you hang out and scroll, we are there. History is now, and we're making it together. Until tomorrow, one love.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
A growing number of college campuses continue to call attention to the crisis